Fantastic. Christopher, everyone. Very nice job. So as we get set up for our next finalist presentation, I want to call down one of our other honorary judges, the 2013 America's Top Young Scientist for 2013. We talked to him earlier. Let's give a warm welcome to Peyton Robertson and his mentor from last year. How are you, Peyton?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, so Peyton's going to take it over and take us through a little interactive demonstration. Let us know what you need, my friend.
All right, so here's my mentor from last year, Dr. Hardy. And here I have a quick experiment to explain Bernoulli's principle. So would you like to hold this end, maybe, of the bag?
All right.
This is a wind bag, and then if you would hold this end, and try to blow up this bag. If you would put your mouth on the end, yeah, try that. Okay, we get it, yeah. That's not working too well, because you're inhaling the air that you just put in. So you always told me that there might be a better way. So what if you were to position the bag maybe 6 inches away from your mouth, and then take one sharp breath into the bag, and then twist it closed, so you trap all the air inside. So, all right, try one more time. That was close. Wow, there you go. Now, why does this happen? This is because when you just try to blow directly into the bag, you're inhaling the air that you put in. So that doesn't work too well. But when you do it this way, you're creating an area of low pressure within the bag by Bernoulli's principle. So the air outside of the bag is flowing toward that low pressure inside the bag, which causes the bag to inflate. And there you have it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you both. So, Peyton, could we get you to sign our giant sticky note as well?
Sure, yeah, sure.
I'm really having this feeling, too, based on that. Maybe you should. I'm just going to sit down next to Carrie, and you might want to just host the rest of the show. Can we get yours? So we're going to send this to one lucky teacher. Make sure you send us your picture of you watching the Young Scientist Challenge. You can send it to Twitter, or you can send it through the website, but it's at DE3MYSC. Carrie and Peyton, giant Post-it note. Doesn't get much better than that. Thank you, Peyton, so much. Round of applause.
Thank you.
Fantastic. So we are ready for our next presentation. And Ana is from Virginia, and she is an athlete. She loves to ride roller coasters. It's been great getting to know her over the past couple days. And she is going to take us through yet another very impressive finalist presentation. So, Ana, are you ready, my dear?
I'm excited. I'm ready.
All right. Well, take it away. Warm welcome.
Okay. So every year, there are 2 billion cases of waterborne bacterial diseases, and every year, 1 million of these result in death. Most of these happen in places where there's not a lot of infrastructure, such as in developing countries or after natural disasters. My goal is to empower these people to test their own water, and therefore letting them take action more quickly to contain the bacterial disease. Traditional bacteria assays don't allow this because they're expensive, time-consuming, and complicated. My goal is to create a test that is inexpensive and simple and can be performed in less than 2 hours. My design uses antibodies to detect the bacteria. Antibodies are Y-shaped proteins developed by the immune system to attach to specific bacteria. The epitope on the bacteria attaches to the paratope on the antibody, like this. To view the antibodies, they're conjugated with fluorophores. Fluorophores, when hit with a light of certain energy, emit a light of a lower energy and longer wavelength. Usually, a fluorescence microscope is used to view these, but as my experiment demonstrates, you can modify a regular microscope and get some similar results. My test is made of 2 parts, device construction and the bacteria assay. When constructing my device, I wanted to ensure that it could be replicated by people in the developing countries. So I used materials that were easy to find, such as a water bottle, an old soccer ball, the older the better, and an air pump or water pump. First, you install the valve. First, to do that, you cut a hole out. You then take the valve from the soccer ball and seal it in with glue. It's important that the glue can bond both plastic and rubber, such as my 3M Super Weathership and gasket adhesive, which worked great. Now that you have the valve installed, you can pump air in and out of the bottle. The next step is creating the cap. First, you hollow out the top of the cap. You then install it. Install the microfilter using using glue and heat. To do this, it's important that the filter, like my 3M microfilter, has a good pore size, like such as 0.2 microns, so it can catch the bacteria, but it still allows water to come through. The next step is the bacteria assay. First, you fill the bottle through the sediment filter by pumping air out. You then can pump the water back out through the bacteria filter to concentrate the bacteria by pumping air in. You then remove the cap, place it in a 1% antibody solution, and leave it in the dark for 1 hour. After that, you can remove the filter, put it on a slide, and view it under 100x under a blue light. A positive test will appear as bright lights that will fade after a few minutes. To make sure my device worked, I needed to compare it to a traditional assay. On the first day, I plated the cells and started the traditional assay. On the second day, I continued the traditional assay by fixing the cells, permeabilizing the cells, blocking them, and staining them. This took about 4 hours. On day 3, I had to wait for the traditional assay to cure, so I ran my test. After only 2 hours of filtering, staining, and curing, I was able to compare the results. My antibody was conjugated with fluorescein isothiocyanate, which is a green fluorophore. So in order to view the results, I had to illuminate them with a blue light like this. On my results, I saw many green fuzzy dots, and although the antibody was green, the dots I saw did not light up or fade like an antibody would. I did not have enough evidence to suggest that these were antibodies, so depressed, I went home. I started thinking about all the things that might have led to my inconclusive results. Maybe the sample didn't have bacteria in it. Maybe I needed a brighter excitation light. Maybe I just needed that $5,000 fluorescence microscope. I still had some antibodies left, so I decided to try again. This time, I used a new sample that I collected after a rain to increase the chances of it containing E. coli. I also used a brighter excitation light because if the fluorophores absorb more energy, they'd be more likely to have enough to emit a visible light. On my control filter, I saw very few lights. On my sample filter, I saw many bright pinpoints of lights. Because there were no lights on the control filter, I knew that the antibodies weren't just attaching to the filter, they were attaching to actual bacteria, leading me to conclude that those were antibodies attached to bacteria. These lights also faded after a few minutes. Antibodies photobleach quickly, so this suggests that these were indeed antibodies. Overall, I know that my device can empower people to test their own water, which can save thousands, if perhaps hundreds of thousands of lives every year. I'd like to thank Alexandria City Public Schools, science teachers Mary Breslin and Jennifer Lay, my parents, Dr. Raha Bean, my amazing mentor, and 3M and Discovery Education for this spectacular opportunity. Thank you.
So I definitely appreciate the global thinking that you have in trying to solve these problems. I'm wondering, do you have a personal story that brought you to this project? Why specifically did you choose this?
Well, I've done many projects working sort of with disease in developing countries, and I've always been super conscious of sort of humanitarian issues. And I thought, well, you can't catch a disease if you can't find the bacteria or the cause. And so I looked into some of the assays that were traditionally used, and they were either really expensive and fast or inexpensive but required a lot of complicated lab equipment and a lot of incubation time. So I thought if I could create something that people could create there and run the test quickly, then I would empower the people who are actually being affected by the disease to test their own water.
Wow, wow, great job. I love how you constructed it out of materials that you can find maybe in developing countries. In many parts of your presentation, you mentioned how you used blue light. Is there a specific reason why you used blue light instead of a different wavelength, maybe?
Well, the immunofluorescence antibodies, I used fluorescein isothiocyanate, emits a green light. Because fluorophores can only emit a light of slightly lower energy than it is excited with, it's important to make sure that, because it emits green, that I use something that's a slightly shorter wavelength, higher frequency, more energy. And blue is just one step up the scale from green. So I use blue.
All right, thank you.
Nice presentation. So if you're planning on using this in, say, tropical or third world parts of the world, have you anticipated whether these systems will hold up under those conditions for a long period of time?
Yeah, I've designed this to be very sturdy. As you can see, I used a water bottle, and you can use the water bottle sitting on your desk, but you can also use sturdier water bottles. And you can also use soccer balls, which you can find pretty much anywhere. So the design has been very sturdy, and it's also very replaceable. So if you crack a water bottle, you can get another one. If the valve breaks, you can pop it out, and you can get another valve. And also the filters, there are one-time use, and they're actually, when you divide it between the number of tests you do, they're actually very inexpensive. So it's easy to switch parts out if you need to.
Comment, though, on the antigen part of the system and its stability?
Well, it does need to be kept in the dark, so it's not ready to go, and you can't do the entire test on the riverbank. What you can do is you can collect the samples and then take it back to your house, close the blinds, and run the test there. So it doesn't need an entirely controlled area, such as a lab. You can even run it in a closet. If I was going to do this in a field, I would prepackage the antibodies and disposable pipettes, and those would be black to keep the light out. I would also have a light box that you could, if you needed to perform the entire thing in the field, you could keep the sample in the light box to prevent it from photobleaching.
Did you have any challenges that you encountered in developing your prototype?
Yes, I had many challenges. Believe it or not, it was very hard to get the mechanical technique of this down. I had a lot of issues with bursting filters because when I put the filter and used the hot glue gun to weld it to the cap, it made the sides a little more vulnerable. And so I had to, they were popping on me and the water was going everywhere. So I had to I ended up finding a solution between crossing technique and crossing a physical solution. And I was able to take a nylon mesh and reinforce it. And I also found that if I pumped the air in and kept it at that constant pressure, it would be enough to push the water through, but it wouldn't pop the filter.
Fantastic job. I'll just ditto Carrie's global thinking perspective. In light of climate change and what we have seen over the last 5 years, have you consulted with global organizations like FEMA, WHO, USAID, and so forth in terms of status quo, what instrumentation to use, what's the time span for turnaround to reduce diseases causing deaths, so forth?
I've not directly consulted with them, but I've viewed many of the websites on the cholera diseases and E. coli infections. And the websites literally state that the assays that are used are not sufficient enough to be test the bacteria in time. And a lot of the cases go undetected because they can't detect the bacteria. So I think there's definitely a space for this, and I think that it would definitely help improve the detection system.
Thank you. Appreciate the global thinking again.
Thank you.
Great job. Absolutely. Thank you, Ana.